Alright, here goes episode of Toy Soldiers War. We'll start with, I'll use Phantom. I've obviously played a little but for one, and I'll try to do all the medals as well. Alright guys, here we go. So, best idea I've found to play this one is to put 2 machine guns here. And man this one, because the AI will take your other one. So if you man this one right here, you can also see where they come from.
Faster! Going faster!
Alright. Because obviously you can see all of the guys over here. I also found it's a really good idea to go through and break all of these pillars so you can see everything.
Engaging enemy. Time to reload.
Alright. First mission, there's not really a huge need for upgrades, obviously, but some people like to use them. You don't really need them. I prefer to save my money and get the, just have repair money. You know, obviously this is a really good game. Like, it's a good game in general, except the only thing I find a little bit disappointing is some of the multiplayer. Multiplayer is not the best in this game. Now, personally, I found Phantom's army to be the best because of her, mostly her anti-tank, because it's a straight projectile, unlike the Kaiser's where it's a mortar. And her, it's very slow reload, but it hits like a truck. And the upgrades are some of the best I've seen for it, because you can start getting to 4 ammo, having 4 bullets per clip. And then I found her artillery is her artillery kind of sucks. It's not very long ranged, like the Kaiser's, where it is extremely long range, where it's almost infinite range across the whole map. That's about the only thing I've found that kind of isn't exactly up to par. But other than that, Phantoms I found is the best. I've not played with really Starbrights or the Dark Lord's army yet, but this is the best I've found so far. And her upgrades are pretty nice, because a lot of them are damage and range upgrades. A lot of her turrets don't exactly have the most hit points in the game, but she has a lot of range and damage upgrades.
Waiting on ammo. Charging the gun!
I've also found that the Phantom's tanks are Phantom's tanks aren't very good. Her infantry is almost the best in the game. But anything else really sucks. Like her helo drones are alright. The description kind of is a over-exaggeration of what they can actually do. Or at least what I've found from it. Now, obviously, if you guys want to leave a comment in the description on what game I should play next, I do have Titanfall. I could do a Metal Gear Solid 5 LP if you guys want it. It all just is based on your guys's, on what you guys want. Now, obviously, now that I have all the turrets, I would recommend going for any machine guns getting the scope, because it's just a straight up range upgrade, and when you're aiming, it makes it a lot easier to aim, because the bullets are a lot more accurate now, and there's not exactly the crosshair. Now you have a crosshair to aim with. Basically, it just makes everything a lot easier.
Almost there.
And also getting tungsten ammo for machine guns is one of the first things you should probably do. Tungsten ammo and solar rays is the first two normally I get. And tungsten ammo in the anti-tank with a mag accelerator is gives it 2 bullets per mag. Every upgrade for the damage gives it another bullet in the magazine to get to a max of 4, which is just a great idea in general. Because it also increases your damage output with having 2 bullets per mag. Basically, you can 2-shot her own tanks. That's basically what tungsten ammo lets you do. But yeah, and these exo troopers for Phantom are, I would consider, the best infantry in the game. Other than maybe the Dark Lords, because his infantry has bazookas instead of just the regular old rifles. The only thing I'd maybe consider is better than this. Okay, and once you get all your turrets outfitted on this first level, I'd use the back turret if I were you. It makes life a lot easier, because obviously when you were controlling it, normally you're a lot more accurate and you in general deal more damage than the AI. Obviously I don't save my money, but that's because I like to just upgrade and wreck everything on the field. Alright, so that would be first mission, but I'm going to replay it and try to get all the medals on it this time. So first, obviously this is the first episode, so second episode will be, so obviously I have to kill 200 infantry and repair 20 times. The repair 20 times is the hardest part out of it, because basically you don't have enough money to upgrade. You're constantly doing the, you're constantly not upgrading. It's consistently repair. Basically, even when the turret takes 1 damage, you have to repair it. It's the only way you can really get the medal. Obviously I screwed up and accidentally got the Mac accelerator, so I am going to restart that level. Sorry guys. Normally with this first one, you can actually just aim in this general spot right here and just hold the trigger down. Because they'll just come over this one spot. And you can mow them down as they start. Yeah, basically the way you have to get the repair 20 times is repair turret once you see it flash red. That's about the only way I've found to be able to get that medal. Yeah, but if you guys want me to play a different game, I do have Titanfall 2, I do have Metal Gear Solid 5, I have Mass Effect Andromeda, I have Battlefield 1. I will do, if you guys want, I will do a campaign walkthrough of Battlefield 1.
Charging! Charging capacitor!
It's the easiest way to use the machine guns or the anti-infantry turrets for Phantom is to aim at a choke point because it has 4 different barrels for her machine guns. It's a lot easier just to aim at a single choke point and use that to your advantage. Oh yeah, and the only upgrade I'd probably get for any of your turrets is the scope for the machine guns and the tungsten ammo for the Mac accelerators, or Metal Storm scope, the Mac accelerators, the tungsten ammo. The only upgrades I get to get this upgrade of repair 20 times. Oh yeah, and you also have to be the one to kill this 200 infantry if you want to get the upgrade, and it's extremely hard for this level, surprisingly, with the amount of infantry that are out there. Because a lot of times you'll just hit them once and they'll end up still being alive and get killed by one of your actual AI turrets. Or they spread out like this and you can't get a buttload of them in one shot.
Time to reload! More ammo! Ready to fire.
Alright, so normally this mission is, it's almost impossible to get the healthy advanced one unless you kill almost every single infantry on this, and it has to be in one run. It cannot be on multiple runs, it has to be all in one single run to kill the 200 infantry. So it is almost impossible to do. I have not yet been able to do it with Phantom, I have been able to do it with the Kaiser. That right there was the best shot in the world. Alright, now here's the point where it's just repair frenzy. Just try to repair everything.
Faster, faster! Moving slow!
Not what I meant to do, but whatever. I was one repair away. If I would have repaired that one before, would have gotten it off, but it's alright. But anyways guys, that ends, or never mind, leveled up. Obviously I already have everything with Phantom, so anyways, that ends episode 1, which are, actually, I'll do 2 episodes in episode 1, because that one was a little bit short. Alright guys, so this is alright, so this one I'll try to get the kill 80 units with the hero on first try. So they come from the left side on the first try, on the first wave. They come from up here in this little house up on top of the book. We're going to strategic camera so you can see that little house on top of the book is where they come from. So I found it easy just to make this turret right here and then equip it with a scope so you can shoot all these guys up there. Oh yeah, and this is the most annoying infantry in the game because the fairies fly and they have about the smallest hitbox in the game. So they are the hardest ones to kill. They're actually better than the heavy infantry for Starbreak. In my opinion, anyways.
Ammo up! Waiting on ammo! Faster, faster!
They come from the middle, which I found. If you open up this bridge, if you shoot the bridge enough, pieces of it start popping off, like this. And it kind of creates a little shoot hole right through here. But it also makes it so that this turret right here has a direct line right into the middle of this bridge. So if you equip this one with like a scope or something, you can aim right in the middle of here and hit a lot of them.
Load the gun! Charging capacitor!
And I found the only one that you really want to do a anti-tank or anti-armor gun on is this gun right here, because normally it's a choke point right here in this corner and this one, and it's a lot easier to hit it, a lot of them. And I'd immediately equip this with tungsten ammo when you buy it, because their armor is round 5. The best part about Starbright's heavy infantry is the fact that they have the ability to heal, and it creates a shield so that shield heals them and it absorbs 1 bullet hit from any gun.
Engaging enemy! Waiting on ammo!
Except for the artillery, that's the only one it doesn't absorb. And I would also equip your Mac Accelerator with the solar array, because it makes it reload quicker. See, obviously that little shoot hole is pretty amazing.
Charging capacitor! Almost there!
Yes, and this one right here is artillery. I'd equip that one as artillery, as well as this one with artillery. Yes, and if you guys didn't know, you do have a Pegasus right by your base. It is actually very effective. Right, and you have a secondary rocket fire as well. And there's a battery up there if you need it. Obviously, I am not 100% the best at this game. I just do it for Oh yes, and this Pegasus, if you do run into anything, it explodes. So when you're low on battery, I recommend just use the kamikaze into call mode. Oh yes, and you're gonna want to put a AA back here, because the AA first, they do end up getting, there's an aircraft wave later on that is really annoying. I'd recommend getting the range upgrades on it so it can cover your whole base. And then also getting focused lenses. That may have been just a tiny bit overkill, but whatever.
Load the gun! Charging capacitor! Hurry!
Oh, yes, and also I totally remember this one with a scope. It's now a lot easier to shoot these guys as they're coming down this room, especially these heavy infantry that can absorb a few bullets.
Keep going! Waiting on ammo! Engaging enemy! Almost there! Almost there!
Okay, and you're also going to want to put an artillery here because it can cover this choke point of this corner, and it also supports this infantry turret right here really well. Because these guys start getting really annoying when they're on this bridge, and normally that artillery turret can hit them right about here where they're getting off the paintbrush.
Waiting on ammo! More ammo! Charging gun!
Oh yeah, and try to keep this little area alive as long as possible, because if you accidentally destroy everything here, everything will start, instead of going all the way around here, will end up going straight through this path. Just a little recommendation.
Power cell! Load the gun! Recharging!
And this is where you're going to want to get on the Mac accelerator and destroy as many of these little horses or whatever you want to call them as fast as you can. And only I end up getting both the level 2 upgrades as well. It just is just a lot nice. It's really nice to have because now you have 3 bullets magazine and you can reload a lot quicker.
Feed the machine! Going back!
Yeah, obviously this is an imperfect spot because you have these 2 right here, right in front of you, so you can almost see both of them all the time. Now I'm going to use Phantoms, so I have to kill 80 people with my hero, and I have all the upgrades for Phantom already, all 3 weapons. And of course I have replay, so I have the prototype map count. Oh yeah, but her Liberty Hellfire is, I think, the best hero weapon there is. Now, obviously this is why you want the A again, because these guys, these little air units can actually do a lot of damage. Mostly you specifically. They don't do a lot to your turrets though. Oh yes, and also when these guys are spawning, this one is in the, you can kind of see these guys, this rock's in the way so you don't want to hit as many shots. Whereas this one right here, if you end up destroying these, see them a little bit better, but most of all you can see this little path right from up here. Oh yes, and I get all the upgrades for this anti-air gun right here. It makes life a lot easier. Except for maybe the hit point upgrades for the AA gun, everything is a lot easier. The hit point upgrades for everything, but maybe like the Mac accelerator and the machine gun are kind of useless because most of the time they're going to be in the background. They're going to be up front.
Clear the machine!
Yeah, and the obviously the Pegasus doesn't do much against the horses. It's more just a support against the infantry. It's really effective against the infantry, but not much more than that. There we go. Yes, and this little Mac accelerator, if you have level 3 upgrades unlocked, if you've already bought them for Phantom, it gets an MG drone, which is very nice for this little choke point it's in right here. And it's an independently targeting, so it will shoot everything around you. Oh yes, and if you press down on the left trigger or left stick, you get to this view with the strategic camera, which is actually very helpful. See, and this is where the anti-air, the laser, laser Aegis or whatever it is, comes in very handy in this last wave. A lot of these aircraft before they get to you, and makes it a lot easier. Makes life a lot easier, obviously. Oh yes, and this is where you're going to want to use the Pegasus to deal with the rolling cats, because these things are annoying, because they actually go right through the center area, right here. And if your Pegasus is not, if you used your Pegasus like I did, you use the Max Accelerator to kill them, because they're actually very easy to kill. obviously I didn't save a lot of time, but I'm more in it. We're just having fun. So that's actually I think I earned it. Yep, earned a box. We'll see what we get out of this. So slugger missile's the only thing I didn't buy it, but I'm not gonna use it anyways because I have the experimental mat cannon. Obviously I have all the upgrades. Anyways, that will be the end of episode 1 for now.